Descartes' dream, the key to unlocking the truth of nature. René Descartes, one of the greatest minds in modern science, became a symbol of intellectual depth and profound thinking. From a young age, he battled tuberculosis, which led him to develop the habit of lying in bed, reading books, and contemplating important issues. His life was defined by moments of deep reflection and intellectual exploration, not tied to a specific profession, but immersed in the realms of science, philosophy, and mathematics. Descartes' mother passed away early, and his father sent him to be cared for by his grandmother. Although they rarely met, Descartes' father always supported him, believing in his potential for education. With this support, Descartes had the freedom to grow and pursue his interests without the burden of financial concerns. He attended the Jesuit College of La Flèche, where his years of study laid a solid foundation for his intellectual growth. He later graduated in law from the University of Poitiers in 1616. But rather than pursuing a career in law, he found himself uncertain about what he truly wanted to do. Yearning for a sense of purpose, Descartes decided to join the military. However, soon after, he chose to settle in the Netherlands, where he began to develop his own scientific theories. It was during this time, on November 10, 1619, in Neuburg, Germany, that Descartes experienced a series of strange dreams that would have a profound impact on his life. In the first dream, Descartes struggled against a strong wind while heading towards the church in the school's courtyard. In the second, a dream within a dream, he woke from a loud noise to find himself surrounded by shimmering sparks. In the third, he dreamt of two books on a table, one a dictionary, the other a collection of poetry. These strange dreams led Descartes to begin contemplating the meaning of his life and purpose. The books in his dream seemed to symbolize science and philosophy, sparking in him a vision of the key to the truth of nature. Though he never explicitly defined what this key was, later scholars have come to believe it was the scientific method. After years of deep reflection, Descartes published his groundbreaking work in 1637, Discourse on the Method, which became a guidebook for those seeking to explore science. The book laid out 4 core principles for scientific inquiry. 1. Do not accept anything as true unless all doubts have been eliminated. 2. When faced with a difficult problem, break it down into smaller, simpler parts to solve. 3. Start from the simplest elements when reasoning, and progress step by step. 4. Ensure all findings are thoroughly tested and free from mistakes. To demonstrate these principles, Descartes attached 3 practical examples from optics, meteorology, and geometry. In the optics section, he presented the theory of the refraction of light, which had been sought by scientists for over 2,000 years. Using a unique diagram, Descartes compared light to a ball, explaining the refraction of light through a thin sheet. This became a mathematical formula that we still apply today. This achievement not only transformed how we understood light but also led to the development of more advanced optical tools. Descartes' law of refraction. now known as Descartes' law, marked a pivotal moment in scientific progress, earning him the title of the Light of France. His discoveries paved the way for further exploration in physics and became instrumental in shaping the field of optics. Through his scientific vision, Descartes not only solved the mysteries of light but also opened the door to unprecedented discoveries. His method was a revolution in the way we approach and study the natural world, leaving an indelible mark on humanity's intellectual legacy.